Ah.
Yeah. Yeah. What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Chris, a.k.a. SSJ Blackrod, a.k.a. Mr. Muckluck, a.k.a. the Great One, here with the season finale.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Yay.
We're here, and after 15 episodes, 15 weeks, we decided to take a quick break. Get our bearings going, reset the color and everything, but y'all stay tuned. Stay tuned for season 2. But before we even get to season 2, let's finish season 1 first. We got Jade in the building. Jade, what's good?
Hey, everything is good. You can find me on Instagram at jadeisconfused, underscores in between all the words. If you didn't know that, look at the past 14 episodes.
Okay.
And you can find me at Jade Cooley, literally anywhere else.
All right.
Sometimes I'm not on Twitter though, because I get in trouble a lot.
Yep, I was gonna say that ongoing saga of Jade and Twitter.
You know, for racist people, they're offended very easily.
Isn't that wild?
Morgan, what's good?
Hi. My car still broke.
No.
I'm finna just set up a GoFundMe or an OnlyFans or both.
Speaking of OnlyFans, me too, bitch. But continue.
So follow me in Velvet on OnlyFans.
It's happening.
No, but follow me on Instagram at heymo0222. I'm not gonna make an OnlyFans. Not yet.
Technically, I've already made an OnlyFans. I just haven't linked everything yet because I'm nervous. Let me know if I should do it. I probably will.
Let us know in the comments what kind of content Velvet should post on her OnlyFans.
Be on the lookout because it's going to happen and I'm going to send that link sooner or later. Until then, follow me on Instagram, Velvet Isabel X, VELVETISABELX.
All right, but listen, we also have a special guest. Velvet, who we got in right now?
Today, we got my bestest friend, Zakari, also known as Kari. And we saved the best for last, in my honest opinion. I'm sorry to all the guests who are watching this, but it is what it is. I'm sorry. Love y'all. But I also love you too, so.
Hey y'all, I'm Karai. You guys can follow me on Instagram at OffKarai. It's OFKAAR. OFKARAI. It's up or off, whatever. Yeah, it's off for Handmaid's Tale. That's if you guys ever watch Handmaid's Tale, that's why it's off. That's why it's off Kari, because I love Handmaid's Tale. That's why it's off Kari, because I belong to myself.
I always just read it as of Kari.
Literally, they're like.
That makes so much more sense.
So you watching the videos at the bottom of the screen. You're listening, on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. It's in the description. Yeah. And then also, what else do you do?
Oh, and you guys can follow my cosmetics / skincare page now at Karai Coskin on Instagram as well. Very excited for what we have in the works. You guys can also subscribe to the emails list and the link in the bio on the page.
Good stuff. So yeah, we're definitely going to talk some more about that in the main topic. So y'all stay tuned. But of course, let's get this out of the way, y'all. Listen, we're going to be on. We are on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. All that's in the description. We are season finale. We are taking a quick break just to work on some production stuff. Some things are gonna be a little different. Some things are gonna be a little different, but you're gonna appreciate the changes. And also just it's the fall, just a sort of like change of seasons.
It's fall, y'all.
Yeah. But definitely follow us on those. We're still gonna be continuing the conversations on social media. We'd love to hear from you. You talk to us in real life. You talk to us in like our DMs. No, let's build the community. Let's build a community. Let's talk in the comments. I want my friends to meet Morgan's, Jade's, Velvet's, Kari's, all of our friends. Let's build this community. That's what it's all about. Get into it. So before we get into anything, y'all, we got some shit to talk about. God damn, we have some shit to talk about. So, we talked about this. I mean, I feel we've talked about this a lot during season 1. There's a shooting of Breonna Taylor, and we're going to talk about the outcome. So let's talk about how, she did get, her family did get a settlement. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, the family would rather Breonna be here than the settlement.
Yeah.
So let's just off rip say that. So the settlement is good. The settlement is all right. They got something out of it. But the true justice of the whole situation didn't come through.
It's like a slap in the face.
Yeah. All got more justice than Breonna Taylor.
Here's your money. Sorry, your daughter's dead.
I will say when I got the news, though, I was devastated. Like, I literally had a mental breakdown. I actually, took, a break from social media, a couple of weeks ago from, everything that was going on, being Black in America right now. And that day that I saw that was the first time I ever just broke down into tears. That was the first time out of my 22 years of life saying that being Black is hard. Or I felt like being Black was difficult that day because of what happened.
There's definitely a point being Black where once you and being Black, being a minority, being a person of color, you find out that life is hard.
Yeah.
Our life, we're playing life on hard mode. A lot of people may be living in normal mode. Some people live on easy mode. But we just, our difficulty cap is
minorities.
Yeah, it's up there.
Jesus.
So, you think that because of that, we'd have each other's backs. Let's talk about the captain, police captain, whoever that was over the judgment of it. He was Black, man of color.
The Attorney General.
Attorney General.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Cameron.
And it's wild that...
Does he date Mitch McConnell's niece or Mitch McConnell's daughter or something like that?
I don't follow that, but it's weird that if you go back and you look at him give the verdict and him talk about it at the press conference, for the longest, for over 180 days, it seems like over 200, almost 200 days, we have been saying, say her name, Breonna Taylor. Let's not let her name be forgotten, Breonna Taylor. Not once was her name said in this briefing.
Not even during the case.
The indictment itself does not bring up Breonna Taylor, but it brings up a wall of 4 foot.
That's what kills me.
That has holes in it from gunshot wounds. Not a daughter of 5 foot who has holes from gunshot wounds. That's
also
disgusting to me. How do you sleep with yourself at night?
And then it's called a wanton
endangerment.
Wanton endangerment.
Yeah. So is it crazy that it wasn't just that wall, wasn't just that apartment that was shot up?
He's getting a felony charge for that.
Just for
but here's the apartment surrounding.
No, so the apartment surrounding, but it's the white family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There were also
other
Black families that had bullets put through their apartment. Not mentioned, not once.
Wow. I mean, literally at this point, when people are arguing with me on social media about police brutality or anything about that, you cannot make it any more clear than this case. Mm-hmm. You cannot make it any more clear. At this point, if you are still back the blue, fuck you and your mama. Because that's just that. That's disgusting.
And you know what's annoying about this is that the whole reason why, with the whole back to blue shit, and the whole reason why her boyfriend ended up getting arrested is because supposedly he had ended up shooting one of the cops. I think his name was, I don't remember what the fuck his name is. Good. But I remember that thankfully they let him out because he didn't have shit to do with that. Also, a few days ago, it was a little bit after, a day or two after the whole indictment or whatever, there was literal proof that the gunshot wound that this police officer sustained was from friendly fire.
Wow.
Yeah. So the boyfriend had what's annoying to me is that when I see social media post talking about this, and then the comments under like, well, her boyfriend shouldn't have shot at the cops. He should have been. He
The
should
story
have.
got changed. They were saying that they actually did knock and announce themselves. There was witnesses saying like
Now they're saying
this
that.
case is botched.
Now they're saying
From
that.
now
beginning
that's
to
what,
end.
that's what people are using for their argument now.
The initial reports said that there was no one
used a
injured.
no-knock
Yeah.
warrant.
Yes.
That
Yes.
exactly. There's in
They
that
literally
report.
said that Breonna Taylor was fine.
She was.
What I want to know is why do you have video footage from the body cam of you assisting the officer that you claimed that her boyfriend had shot, which, by the way, you can defend some white people staying outside of a law firm waving around guns at a protest, but you can't defend somebody defending their own fucking home. All right, I like that.
I want to see the part where they had her sitting there.
Well, that's the thing. Like, they have the video of that officer leaned up against a car from the body cam footage, but you don't have the body cam footage of you killing Breonna Taylor. That doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah.
You don't have any body cam footage for that, but you got it of an officer laying on the ground.
They probably took him off.
And not only that, but from what I was reading is that the body cam footage that they do have shows them, a lot of the police officers breaking their own code of conduct that they have. So whenever like, this is a little bit spotty because I was really annoyed when I was reading this. So if I recall correctly, it was that after SWAT came in and did what they did, they were basically supposed to like leave the apartment and then just not go back inside. But the officer who got shot, he went back in, and then another officer went back in, and they were just going basically back in and out. So a lot of this shit is absolutely fucking botched. It's a fucking
also
mess.
told the ambulance to go away. They sent away the ambulance
because they said Breonna Taylor was alive after she got shot.
But even before the whole incident happened, and like if you know shit's about to go down, like the ambulance is supposed to be there to be like, all right, something's gonna happen. We're gonna have to take care of somebody. They were told to leave.
What the fuck?
So this just shows that Black America, like we still have to keep, even when we have our heads on the swivel, it's still not enough. We still have a system that is built against us, and I don't know. I say this in jest, but if this happens, y'all, let's put our money together and build our own Wakanda.
Honestly, at this point, because
Actually, speaking of that, did you guys see that there was like a group of group of Black people who bought? I thought it was 90 acres. They bought 90 acres to build a town.
Yeah, I saw that.
In Georgia. Was it in Georgia?
It's in Georgia.
Yeah, it's in Georgia to build a town.
So, steps, thank you for bringing that up, because steps are being made to like, at least like, let's build a town.
Yeah.
Let's bring back Black Wall Street. Let's have these cities rise up and just like, let's flourish now. Like,
because right now nobody's protecting people of color and Black people especially right now. And so at this rate, the only thing you can do is protect yourselves, because I mean, people complain about how like, oh, well, if these thugs break into my house, I'm shooting them on sight. But then it happens and then it's his fault for
because
everything that happened.
So these people are bootlickers.
People were literally like, oh, well, he should have waited until they announced or till he knew who it was.
What?
Yes, because somebody breaking into your house is going to give you, hi, my name is, let me give you my full government name and my social security number.
Hey, I'm Michael. I'm going to rob you.
What reason?
Even where the house or apartment was.
Michael, I'm going to rob you now.
If the police were at my house at that time of night and I didn't know who was at my house, what do you think was going to happen?
Exactly.
And no one said anything. No one... Like,
it was a no-knock warrant. I don't know where they got this story that they did knock and announce themselves, but it was a no-knock fucking warrant.
And the thing is, they're literally switching up the story every fucking time. Not too long ago, a few weeks ago, they were trying to get her ex-boyfriend who's in jail. They were trying to get him to basically say that, oh, she was drug dealing or whatever with me, basically trying to like make her look like a bad person.
They didn't even find anything in their house.
Listen, so there's so much
they didn't
information.
Find shit in their house.
There's a lot of misinformation, and like that also goes into like the older generation. Like I've like maybe like a couple times talked about like just the situation with my parents or my mother specifically, and the stories that she like goes off of YouTube, off of like Facebook. A lot of these are like these like wild washed
like the
explanations,
like
conspiracy theories bullshit. So, Once again, y'all, we have these smartphones, we have cameras, like record everything. Like anything's going down, pull your phones out, record it. We just have to stay strong. We have to stay strong in this situation. This won't be the last, unfortunately, but we just have to stay strong and just do better. Shout out to like Morgan. Shout out to people like you that are allies. Like
thank you.
Everything that y'all do, anytime like you guys are in the comments, defending and like just going after these racists. Same thing with you, Jaden.
Hell yeah, Jaden.
Like,
Jade be getting banned on Twitter.
Yeah.
I made 4 in the past couple months.
So yeah, shout out to the allies. Like I definitely appreciate you, and I feel like in times like this, like you don't hear it a lot, but we do appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, it's a system that, even though I'm like not fully white, it's a system that my ancestors built. So I feel a personal responsibility to dismantle that system. But ultimately, like, what reason do you have to want to be a cop besides like fulfilling some like modern warfare Call of Duty fantasy, like playing Hero, some bullshit like that? Like, go get a fucking Xbox and stay at home, please. Do the world a favor.
Yep. So, anytime like things like this happens, we're going to discuss it. And I love that we have a platform that we can discuss it. So in the comments, y'all, we want to hear from you. Let's just talk about it. Let's lift each other up. At this point, it is what it is. But let's lift each other up. Also, y'all, vote locally. Figure out who you're voting in. Because if we had the right person in the right job, things would have been a little different.
Yeah.
So let's go. Yeah. So let's jump into our icebreaker of the episode. And this is I'm excited. I'm excited because this is the season finale. I wanted this to be like a little spicy, a little lighthearted. Let's talk about dad bods versus six packs and boobs versus ass. Like the good old versus debate. So I'm gonna open up the floor, and I want to hear y'all's talk about dad bods versus six packs. Morgan's
ready.
Well, I have an answer for both because I like both. Okay. I is bisexual. So definitely butts, cause come on, y'all, booty.
Period.
Breasts aren't sexual to me. That's just me. I mean, a nice pair of titties is cool, but I mean, I have a friend that has fake boobs and they're pretty nice, but I'm an ass woman. And I'm gonna go with dad bod.
Hey, when it's coming up, yo, our stock is rising right now.
Cause here's my thing: if you have like muscular arms, that's all I need. If you can pick me up, it's cool if you got a belly.
Oh,
that just means you're gonna be more snuggly. As long as you can pick my ass up. Okay, I'm done.
All right, Velvet.
Me, all right, bet. Definitely an ass person because I promise you, before I even thought I was any type of like not straight, I promise you, all I did was look at ass. All I did was look at ass.
That's the first thing I notice is
it's like y'all. When the other day I was at the mall, right, and there's this girl. Oh my god, she was fucking beautiful, gorgeous, and I literally go like this, and then but it's funny because I literally saw some like 3 other guys doing that. I'm like, oh, what pigs? But meanwhile, here I am doing the same shit. Anyways, I'm an ass person. As far as
I'm a pig all day.
Sorry guys. As far as dad bods versus six packs, when I was younger, I was all for six packs. I was like, ooh, yes, I love a good six pack. And like when I would like hang up posters and like on my MySpace and shit like that, abs everywhere. But realistically, growing up and getting into cuddling and shit, give me a dad bod. I love rubbing on a good stomach. I love it. I'm here for it all day.
Fluffy boys are the best cuddlers, y'all, and the best huggers.
The best. We are the best.
Chris, you do give great hugs.
Thank you. I take pride in my hugs. I really do. Put a lot into it. Karai, what you got?
Okay, B.
I'm definitely a dad bod person as well. dad bods to me, I don't know. I'm really attracted to dad bods, but six packs are fine too. But if I see a six pack, I'm automatically gonna think like, oh, okay, like this person's kind of high maintenance and they kind of care. They kind of care about themselves,
yes.
and it kind of. Like, I don't want to say it's like a turnoff, but I just know what to like expect with someone from a six pack.
Kind of like intimidating.
Yeah, like it's
like
a little.
You feel like you gotta be in the gym.
It's
with them.
a little intimidating,
Like,
but
oh,
it's
damn, I
also
gotta
like
work out now.
it's also like when I see like a dad bod, I'm just like, oh, like they don't give a shit, and like I don't know. It's a dad bod for me always.
Ooh, and if they have a hairy chest.
Okay.
Okay.
But
Never
no,
mind.
but that's totally fine too. But that's totally fine.
Did I lose
but
y'all?
what I will say, dad bods are totally fine. Any type of body is fine. A natural body is fine.
I love
Anybody
skinny
is
boys
fine.
too. Let's be
So,
real.
Yeah, because we know about the skinny boys. But anywho,
Why is that true?
anywho, also,
Why?
Chris is probably like, what do you mean?
an ass person.
They got big.
All the skinny boys got big dick.
I'm an ass person as well. I just look at everyone's butt.
Honestly.
All the time.
I mean, given my history, I just kind of look at everyone's butt. But all butts are beautiful as well. I don't know. I feel like when I see your butt, it just kind of like tells me about your personality. You know, I literally like study people's butts sometimes. I'm like, you care about yourself. But
Okay.
if somebody disagrees with what I said, it's because their booty sheets is glued together right now.
Oh my god.
Hit them squats.
Sorry.
Their period challenge
And
says
you use
lyric.
dial soap to take a bath.
Jade.
Dial.
Jade, what you got on this?
Well, I want to be left alone. I don't want any of them. But if I have to have somebody around,
We're just talking about bodies.
yeah, no, that's the problem.
You ain't gotta love them.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
Well.
I'm gonna have to like. It's not like I've dated most of the guys I've dated have dad bods, but like that's just because it doesn't matter to me. But honestly, a six pack. Like I like somebody who's like. I mean, I just like fit guys. I just do. They're. I mean, it's not that they're like more attractive, but like, y'all, there's just something about it. Like, there's some of my exes who are just like, I would be in the middle of a sentence and then they're like getting dressed and then I'm like, I forgot what the fuck I was talking about. And I was just like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep.
That's how they get you.
Yeah, ain't it fucking
It's
bullshit.
the V. The little V line I see.
Oh,
that's what
sweet
gets me.
baby
The
Jesus.
V line.
I've been really hormonal lately and it's making me like boys and it pisses me off. But boobs over ass. But why are we not? Yeah.
Yes.
Like tits are awesome. Tits are
Boobies?
Yes, tits are fucking great, dude.
I guess because I have small titties.
I like
kinda
anime titties better than
biased.
regular titties though.
At JoJo.
JoJo.
Shout
If
out
you're
to
watching
JoJo.
this, if you're watching this, we know what you mean by anime titties
Yes,
and we know
I
why.
love anime titties. I don't know why anime titties are just so nice.
They're hilariously big.
But why didn't we put ass on dudes? Because let's be real. Come on,
Girl.
a dude with a fat ass.
That's
A
what I
baseball
said.
player.
Y'all seen that? My
With a big
favorite
butt.
picture.
Every
you
baseball
were
player
talking about
I've
this
ever
once
seen.
before with Captain
Have y'all
America.
seen my butt
Oh,
first
yeah,
of all?
America's
Okay.
ass.
Have
America's
y'all
ass.
seen my
Yeah.
butt?
David
She said
Beckham.
Captain America and Chris Evans.
Look, I'm not a fan of that butt, but I've seen David Beckham's ass with the watch thing. I know y'all might have seen it. It's meme or whatever. Bitch.
Who's
Someone
got
on Twitter
buns
said
of
LeBron
steel?
James had like a dumpster for him.
I saw that.
Like a dumpster
Remember he was
truck for him.
squatting?
God, yes.
I'm sorry, Chris. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
all right. So, boobs versus ass. This is like a question among questions. You know, yeah, it divides like a lot of people. But for me, if I had to choose, like this is having to choose, boobs. I love me some like just
Tiggle bitty.
tickle bitties. Like
God.
it just I just love them. There's something about them that just it's great. It's the same way that women look at like dicks and stuff.
No.
And
No.
no. Oh shit, I'm wrong.
No.
I'm wrong at that. I guess I'm wrong.
We don't want to
So-
see. We don't want to see a dick.
Okay, so
It just depends because sometimes
When have you ever seen? Have you ever seen a pretty
So-
dick?
No. And not only that, but when have you ever been like, damn, send me a dick pic? No.
Maybe like, okay, I want to see.
So I will say, as a straight guy, as a straight guy, listen, I don't see what women see in it, so that's why I thought. But at the same time, in my head, I'm like, the male genitalia is literally like the worst. Yeah. It's not
cute.
It's not.
I want to see your bulge in some gray sweatpants, but I don't want to see your dick.
I don't want to see your dick.
It's not cute.
There's a difference.
She said she don't want to see that Alaskan bull worm. She just wants to see that bull.
That's what white guy dicks look like. Pink. Anyway.
So titties. So titties are so. It's amazing. Titties are like. Women with like a great rack. Like it's something that like I appreciate it. Like I look at it, I'll clap off to the side, like just good stuff.
Thanks for the boob.
Thank you. But at the same time, just with like my situation with wings.
Oh.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter. Like I if you have a great ass, I'll still appreciate a great ass.
Which one is nice to
All
me?
bodies are beautiful.
All bodies are beautiful.
If you built like a wash and dryer stack combo, that's okay. If you built like a broom, that's okay.
Yeah, exactly.
If you built like a Ford Taurus, that's okay.
I'm built like a Ford Taurus.
Have your self-confidence. That's what matters. So there's someone out there for you. Don't ever feel that.
Chrysler, that's fine.
Exactly. Looking like a PT Cruiser. What you mean?
Not a PT Cruiser.
Speaking of, there's someone out there for everybody. Look, let me give you this fucking like tea real quick. There was this one time where this one guy, I completely stopped talking to him because he pissed me off with this. Y'all know, if you know me, you know I love wings, and I'll eat wings every fucking day if I could. So we got wings, right? And he was like, oh, you might want to stop eating like that because you're not going to be skinny forever. I was like, so guess what the fuck I did? I ate his Philly because it had mushrooms in it and he didn't want it. So I ate that shit and I ate my fucking wings and I ate all my fries too. Then
yeah, you fucking showed him.
Then I didn't talk to him ever again. And then this other guy was like, you know what? If you want to work out, that's fine. But I have a little belly, y'all. It's there. All right, that's fine.
We love
he was like,
You're also a hardworking woman, so that doesn't matter.
So this guy was like, you know what? Do whatever you want to do, but don't get rid of the belly. I was like, who the fuck is this? Turns out he was an asshole too, but for other reasons.
He said, don't get rid of the belly. Okay.
Yeah. So I was like, no, and that's the thing. That's why I don't feel self-conscious as I do anymore, and I don't feel like I have to have washboard abs anymore. Yes.
I was self-conscious of my own body. Honestly, I felt like I was shaped like... I honestly compared myself to a deep freezer for like 8 months to a year. And that's also like part of the reason why I wear like sweats. I wear like sweatpants or like oversized t-shirts. Like I barely wear clothes that fit me now. And so when I finally do wear clothes that fit me, I'm like, oh shit, like, bitch, I got a body on me. Like, what do you mean?
Kari is thick, girl. She thick.
So at the end of this, y'all listen, body appreciation. It doesn't matter if you have a dad bod, doesn't matter if you have a six-pack, boobs or ass. Just love yourself because, listen, we love you.
Hey,
listen,
skinny boys, whatever you're doing, keep it up. You skinny boys with the big feet.
Don't call them skinny boys out like that. Don't.
Or the big guys with the dad bods. Yo, listen, let's grab some steak, grab some tofu if you're vegan. Yo, do what you want to do. Be happy.
Amen.
Yay.
So let's jump into the fact of the week.
Heyo.
Morgan, what you got?
Have y'all ever heard of a moon bow?
No.
So they're rainbows that only happen at night. And the stipulations are it has to I know. I have great vocabulary. Anywho, the moon has to be really low in the sky. It also has to be a full moon or almost full. It's got to be dark, like the sky's got to be dark or whatever. And there have to be like water droplets, so i.e. a waterfall, which is what you guys will see in the picture that pops up. So yeah, if you ever want to see a moon bow, go somewhere maybe that it's rained recently or a waterfall. During a full moon.
I might casually walk to
I found that picture on Google.
Just to see it.
She said she doesn't know.
On Bank Street.
Yeah.
She said she doesn't know.
It could be.
Oh.
But yeah, moon bows. Look those up. They pretty.
They're really cute.
The more you know.
I'll go to Niagara Falls for y'all and confirm.
There we go.
There, so
Make sure you go during the full moon.
okay.
During certain like stipulations where like there's also rain.
Stipulations, I love
and
I forget the
full moon.
stipulations.
All right. Let's look at the movie recommendation of the week.
All right. We're still celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month.
Yeah, we are.
So, here I am with a good movie. This one is in Spanish. So if you don't like subtitles, screw you, first of all. It's not that hard to read.
It's not.
It's not.
It's really not. So this one is in Spanish. It has subtitles, but it's great and it's worth a watch. It's called Sin Nombre, which means without a name, and I hate translating from Spanish to English because it just sounds weird. Anyways, that's not the point. The point is it's called Sin Nombre. It's about two kind of like stories that are two separate stories that end up coming together. And basically what they're doing is they are traveling from the countries that they live in and trying to get to America. There's a lot of situations that kind of make it hard, make it difficult, and it's only like a glance of what genuinely happens in that trip that a lot of people take just to get here to get a little more freedom. Came out in 2009. Director is Karai Fukunaga. Like I said, it's called Sin Nombre. It's really good. You guys can find it on Amazon Prime Video, Vudu, Google Play Movies and TV, iTunes, and YouTube. I also think it's on Stars, from what I am gathering, if you have that. I would rate this a 8.8.
Solid.
Yeah. Once you see this movie, you'll see that there's a lot of emotion going on. There's a lot of things that you don't really see when people talk about immigrants. And or a lot of people that do. I don't know. It's just tough. It's a tough movie to watch. But it's good. It's worth it. You learn a lot because, like I said, you just catch a glimpse of what people have to go through to get over here for freedom, like I said. So definitely check it out and read your fucking subtitles, guys. That's it.
It's not that hard.
It's not that hard.
All
It's
right.
really not.
Now, let's jump into our music recommendation of the week. Jade.
So usually I'm like, got the nice vocals going on, the R&B type vibes. Well, I also like the urgly gurgly shit. So,
What?
that little screaming shit, I like it. I loved whenever people in school would come up to me and be like, "Do you listen to Scream Out?" Yes.
Not the Pike days.
So, the song is called Half, and it's by Tillian. Tillian is an American singer. I love him. He's so fucking amazing. He's so
Girl,
sweet.
I was in the bathroom with him the same time
he
at a
so
venue.
sweet? Okay.
Yes.
Tillian is an American singer, songwriter, musician, and record producer born in Clearwater, Florida. He is the clean vocalist in American post-hardcore band Dance Gavin Dance, and he is classified as an experimental
Dance Gavin
rock,
Dance
and
is
he
the
brings
shit.
attention to mental issues, political issues, and he connects his fans through self-resolution and inspires us to be confident regardless of social constructs. So he kind of like, he breaks the mold of classic, well, not classic, well, the average like emo kid, if that makes sense. Like he dresses pretty normally, but like he is still very like influenced by modern rock and classic rock, and he's found a way to be like beautifully mend the two together. And 10 out of 10 recommend. He is my favorite.
I didn't
love
realize he
him.
was in Dance Gavin Dance.
He
I
was
love
in Dance Gavin Dance. He's done stuff for
Their shows be
Oh
I
my
went
God.
Wild.
To one. I went to one. It was when it was Dance Gavin Dance and like 3 other people. I was just there for Care and Son of Robot. So
He's like fans of these bands, y'all. They had different breeds.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
You be getting hurt
there
at these
was
shows.
mosh pits.
yeah.
It
Oh my
was-
gosh.
I loved it.
Okay, so one of the first times that
You'll
like
leave these shows having a fucking concussion, like no
one
joke.
of the first times my friends went to Warped Tour, they like went into the group and they thought they were getting ready to see some like average like Sleeping with Sirens almost, and like this band comes up and they were like, "Are you ready to wreck your shit?" And they just start like my friend Courtney got
People
elbowed
get kicked in the face and
she's like got her friends pulling her. She's like 13. She's like dragging her across the fucking field. She's going to hell.
I remember when they performed at the Tabernacle, and the only way how people could get out of the crowd was if they just
crowd surf
to the front, and the security guard catches you and like lets you go out.
Yep.
Yeah, because mosh pits, like if you don't like get out them things in enough time, you'll get like punched in the face.
You get pushed,
like,
punched, kicked, shoved.
I broke my finger one time.
That's wild. I just want to vibe, y'all.
It's
he's also in a band called he works with a band called Bill Murray. It's Bilmuri.
Bill Murray.
Oh my God, like I now I can't recommend them again, but you know them too. You should listen.
Now we're gonna listen to them.
All right, so check them out. Music and the movie recommendation is going to be in the description. Check them out. So episode 15, season finale. We have Karai on. Karai, how you feeling?
I'm here.
And so
mood.
we have you on. You have your this makeup and like cosmetic. It's a cosmetics line.
And skincare.
Skincare. That's what I was going with.
Yeah.
Skincare line.
Cosmetics soon to branch out into skincare.
There we go. So there's a lot to ask because like you're hitting different windows, and I know that it can't be easy.
And it's not.
So we have a couple questions that we're gonna go around and ask you. Let's start, Morgan. Start with a question you have.
You let me go first all episode, okay. Let's see here. What idols in pop culture inspired you in adolescence?
So one of my I will always say this. I don't care. I will say this until the day that I die. Miley Cyrus,
Really?
when she came out with Bangers, turned me the fuck out.
I love you. I still have the art that I made.
Yeah, I still when Miley Cyrus came out with Bangers, I've always been a Miley fan, and that was something that really influenced me to just be the person I am today, just not really give a shit, just do whatever I want. Another one of my huge influences, I guess this is recently. Well, I was only 20 then, but then Cardi B came out. So Cardi B was on this power trip, and well, not power trip. Cardi B was trailblazing. Oh my God, she was trailblazing, and Invasion of Privacy came out. Invasion of Privacy came out on my birthday, and so did Isolation by Kali Uchis. That came out as well. And Kali Uchis was also played a really big role on me now, as a creative, especially Solange as well. I watch when I get home for fun, or when I'm feeling low on creativity. I like to watch that to develop ideas and stuff. So I'm either being a creative or just out here just being batshit crazy. So it's definitely a spectrum. But yeah, so between Miley Cyrus, Solange, Kali Uchis, Cardi B.
How old were you the first time you saw LGBT representation?
I honestly can't tell you except until I think when I got a phone. And I got a phone, I got my first phone, I was 18. I really didn't see it. And growing up in a house, I didn't come out till I was 18 either. So I really didn't see it like that unless I looked for it.
Yeah, so I mean that must have been really isolating.
Yeah.
Well, how has being both Black and LGBT isolated you in both communities?
Well, sometimes I feel I have 3 strikes. So I'm gay, I'm Black, and I'm a man. So being an openly gay Black man is a little scary. I do walk in fear a lot. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, because I just I walk in fear, but I also don't care. If it happens, it's gonna happen. Mm-hmm. That was actually a really big issue that that was not an issue. It was more of a battle with me on the inside, because when I announced Karai Cosmetics, and I started realizing I was oh shit, this is actually getting attention. I'm just okay, well, I live in a small town. These people know who I am. I was scared. And sometimes I still am. But you just gotta keep going. You gotta stop giving a shit. So, and I hope they know how to fight.
Sort of piggybacking off of that, I have a question. Like coming from like a black family, just a black community, y'all, we gotta like just do better. Like I'm pretty sure that was tough.
Growing up Methodist.
Damn.
Growing up, well, the church was Methodist from what I remember. That actually, like, because I'm not really like a religious person. The last time I went to church was maybe in 2012. And, you know, I just, the only reason, I'm going to be real with y'all, the only reason I went to church was because I knew there was food after. Because I did not give a fuck what was going on in that fucking room. But
hey, the church members know how to throw down. They put their ankles in it.
I'm going to be honest with you, but I just didn't want to, I didn't like that anymore. You know, I was just like, I don't understand if this is supposed to be a place where I'm supposed to come. And, you know, y'all are my family and y'all are my friends. I don't like what you're saying. And that was when I realized, like, oh shit, like, you don't have to listen to what people have to say if they don't if you don't like what they're saying. And so that, and then like, also like, if you guys are familiar with Farrakhan Farrakhan, that was another reason that really like just kind of made me like be agnostic, because I didn't like it.
I was gonna say, so what about like with your family? Like, what was that? What challenges do you have like coming out to your family?
Well, when I first came out to my family, I came out to them in a text. My siblings always knew that I was gay. A lot of my family did know I was gay before I came out to my parents. Literally since I was a kid. My grandmother, she knew I was gay. She would always like get on to my dad and stuff for like my dad being hard on me. And just, I didn't really have an issue with my family, but I had an issue with my parents. And like, I think it took them like a second to like adjust to it, because my dad was like, oh, he was like, well, I'm still your dad. So I was like, oh, okay. So now I joke with them about being gay, because I'll be like, y'all know y'all not getting kids, right? So
no grandbaby.
I joke about it now, because I think it's funny, but I mean, I couldn't joke about. I wasn't in a place to joke about it as well. So I didn't say anything until I was 18, because I was like, hey, like, you can kind of be on your own now. You have your own car. Like, I was prepared to move out. I was prepared to get kicked out and everything. I had money saved up, because I was like, oh shit, like, if I come out to my parents, you know, I didn't know how they were going to act. But I was like, my shit's in my name, so I was like, I mean, I was ready for whatever, but
This is like a sort of extra question, but it's extending off of that. What would you say to kids that are like going through that right now?
Kids who are going through that right now, please don't come out until you're ready. Like, if you're not ready to come out, don't feel pressured because your friends are out to their parents, or, you know, that's what's going on right now. If you feel like you're not in a safe enough place to do that, or if you're not in a good enough spot with your parents, like, please do not feel the need that you need to come out. Please make sure that you're prepared. Like, I hate to say that you need to prepare, but just in case anything happens, make sure that you can have a friend's house to go to. Make sure that you have money saved up just in case anything happens, because you really don't know. And parents will switch up on you if that happens. So it's scary. I'm thankful to have parents who were able to deal with it, because I'm their child. So, and not a lot of people get that.
Yeah,
and
like, I dealt with the flip side of that. Like, coming out early. Well, I didn't have the opportunity to come out. People did it for me. So, like, yeah, like, no, most definitely, I second that notion. Make sure you're in a place where you're comfortable. Also, why are gay people the only people who have to come out? Just a point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mom, Dad, I'm straight.
I literally came out.
Well, no, like, that's the thing. It's like, I
came out in a family group chat. And
I think it's
still don't feel
ridiculous
bad
that
about
kids
it.
have to like worry
Exactly.
about
Yeah.
that.
Why do
Yeah.
you have
Yeah.
to?
Like if you bring some, like
Although TBH, I haven't come out to my whole family about being bi.
Baby, you know that baby
gay.
gay. You know that baby's gay. Stop, please.
My mom knows.
See, no, but you said that. So like there's family members that know. Family members that are like, all right, like I can see it, like I understand it, I accept it.
Yeah.
But like unfortunately, like I guess it's because it's like the direct parents that may be like a different. Because like I don't have children yet. Like I can't see it until I have children. But I know in my heart of hearts that the way I am, like I'll accept my children for whatever they are. But like I know that's just it's different generations. It's like just different upbringings. But it's still a conversation that people still have to have now.
I had to have this conversation with, at my old, this was my last job, the job before that job. I worked for like a swimwear like influencer name, whatever. I'm not gonna say their name.
Yeah, you don't have to. Yeah,
But I mean I can because I ain't signed no NDA. But anywho, the one of the ladies who worked there actually was just like, I was like folding up the swimsuits or whatever, and she's asked me multiple times, and she was like, "So when did you know you were gay?" She was like, "So nothing about this is attractive to you. How do your parents feel and about you being gay and things like that?" Even at my first job when I was 16, my manager asked me if I was molested as a child. Because she said, well, I was molested as a child because she said, I'm not gay. She said, but I'm not gay. So, and we all know her at this table. So,
I got some
we
more
all
questions.
know her. We all know her at this table. We're still not going to say names, but that was something that was asked. They was like, oh, wait, how to make a gay person mad? Just tell them they're going to hell. They said that in front of me. I was 16.
Who said that in front of you?
We're not dropping names.
We're not
dropping names.
We're not dropping names, but this was my manager at my first job when I worked with y'all.
You know who it is. We've had this discussion before.
I worked with
Yeah.
her. I worked with her too.
So
I think she knows. She knows who it is.
yeah.
So, all right, let's
move on.
Let's move on. let's change gears. Let's talk about your cosmetic line.
Yay!
So I just coming off of like just I'm black, you're black. Like I want to know, what is it like being a black male in the cosmetic industry? Because I'm sure like it's you're jumping into an industry that, once again, representation isn't really there.
Yeah.
What's it like?
It feels great. I definitely I feel some type of pressure. It also makes me be very careful about what I put out there. I try my hardest to just take everyone into consideration when putting things out. I also do what I want to do, but I also want to make sure that everyone gets the same thing. So me being in that industry, I don't have a lot of people to look up to, especially black-owned cosmetics line. Cosmetics lines, because the only ones I can really just think of is people like Pat McGrath, Fenty Beauty, Rihanna.
Beauty Bakery?
I didn't even know about Beauty
Fire.
Bakery. Well, Beauty Bakery. And then as far as gay men, the only guys that I've seen who are really big right now are we know Miss Star. So we've seen, all I've seen is that, and then obviously there's Patrick Star,
Trixie Mattel.
Bretman.
There's people like that, Bretman, Louis Castro, and all them, and I'm just like, I know I'm not the only one out here I know I can't be the only me. So if I know that I'm not the only me, I want to be the person that's gonna open up the door for a lot of me's to come through and do what it is, because there's a lot of talented people out there that don't get the representation that they deserve, or they just don't get the attention that they deserve. And I'm not an MUA, I'm not anything like that, but I love makeup. So if I can open up that door or just be that simple connect to help these people get out there, I'm gonna do it. If I'm able to do it, I'm gonna do it.
I love that.
So,
All right, Velvet. I think you got
So,
something.
yes, going off that, which kind of like already gives us insight on where this question is or where this answer is going. But like, so what exactly? And it's weird, like hearing me ask this because I was like kind of there through the beginning, and it's so weird. Oh, I love it. I'm so happy right now. Okay, like what made you start this, and how did you start? Like your whole from the beginning.
So I've always, since I've been a kid, it's always been a dream of mine to literally, it sounds like a LinkedIn a LinkedIn video. But since I've been a kid, I've always wanted to have like a brand, and I've always wanted to do something under like the cosmetics or like the cosmetology umbrella. So that's always been in the back of my head. I was in it was my senior year of high school, and I remember Kylie Jenner came out with the Glosses video, and I was all for it. I was like, look, I said no. I said, me and her about the same age too. I said, oh, I'm about to get to work. So it was always a idea of mine. I always thought I had to be rich, or I always thought I had to be famous in order to start these things. And then my first year of college, I met my teacher, and she was like, oh, I had a like makeup line when I was younger or whatever. And I was like, what? And like, it was like a light went off, and I got to work. And like, I was always the person, I was like, I'm gonna start a cosmetics line. And like, I talked about it so much, like, I felt like people like were not listening to me anymore because they was like, he's just talking shit. He not gonna do it or whatever. So then, I really didn't have any guidance when I did do this. So I was like, okay, well, all I knew was you need to go out, you need to find a manufacturer, you need to do what you need to do. And my teachers, I'm so thankful for them. It was Miss Kimball and Miss Evans and Miss Pat. And those three advisors, also Miss Rollins, they all was like, okay, we'll help you. So by this time, it was my second semester. I already got my financial aid refund, and I was like, look, I have this amount of money. I said, this is the manufacturer I want to go through, but they said I can't do anything. Could you please file over these credits to show that I'm in school for this industry? Because how it works with manufacturers, or how it works with like people like that, you have to, vendors versus manufacturers, if you sign up with a manufacturer, you have to show that you're either working in the industry or that you have like a business, because they will not talk to you. And so I was lucky enough to be able to do that, and then eventually be able to start my own business. But by, I want to say January, like I had this idea, and then I was like working on it, and like even like I was like, hey Velvet, I was like, try out these lipsticks and tell me what you think about them or whatever.
Bruh, I remember I used to post pictures on Instagram, and like I would be wearing the lipstick or anything, but I wouldn't say anything about it. And like people would be like, oh, that lipstick is so cute. And I'm just like, I can't say anything about it yet.
I was like, okay, so go wear, I said, you're going out tonight. I said, wear this and tell me how long it lasts. And once I realized that I had like a nice product, I said, I can do something with this. And so by April 1st, it was Easter. I was like, the Easter Bunny has something for y'all. I remember the post and everything. I was like, the Easter Bunny, it was April 1st, 2018. So, I was like, the Easter Bunny has something for y'all. It was my birthday. It was my 20th birthday, and Karai Cosmetics was announced. And by like, I want to say the end of May, beginning of June, I was already live on my website. There is a downside to that.
What's up?
I rushed so much when I started Karai Cosmetics, and I like would set like these crazy deadlines for myself. I was always stressing out about like my different deadlines. I had too much inventory. I was just ordering off of, I wasn't going by how many orders I was getting. I was going off of what I was seeing. So it went from ordering all this inventory to, okay, you got inventory sitting here and you need to get rid of it. And then I was also making so much money at one time. I thought it was going to happen all the time. So I was spending my money just as fast as I make it, and I had to learn not to do that. So on top of, having a decent business, I was also in college still, and I was also working, and I was doing like little pop-up events like in the middle of that. Boy, I was doing so much at one time, and I don't know, like I had to take a break because I was so tired all the time from doing all these different things, and
it was a burnout.
I was burnt out. I was burnt out for sure, and then I took a break. I took a really long break, and when I was taking that break, I kind of just made the decision to just like hang everything up. So I was like doing like these big sales to like clear out my like inventory, and I was just like, I'm just gonna start over, and I was like, this isn't it, and I need to do something else. So while all that was happening, I'm very thankful for the friends that I have in my life. Thank you guys so much for being so supportive and wanting to see me succeed, because they were literally like, no, like you have a good product. They was like, no, like you can't do this. And then so I was just like, I was like, okay, like whatever. And then I actually met my best friend Raul. And so then once I met Raul, and like I was like kind of talking to him about like my cosmetic lines and like different things like that, he was like, oh, and like he finally saw it. It could have, I feel like, I don't know, he cared. And me growing up with the friends that I've had, I'm very thankful to have a group of friends that want to see everybody win, because I promise you, at one point in my life, I didn't have that.
It's a big difference.
I didn't have that. And so huge. I don't know. I just was like, okay, well, Karai, take your time. Mm-hmm. Take your time and do it. And like, I've been working on things since the beginning of January. Obviously, COVID had paused it, and I'm glad COVID did pause it, because it gave me time to do research on like things, and especially with the subscribers list, with the new domain, with managing all these different things from one platform. I'm able to do that, and I'm not stressed out. And one thing that I really made myself do, I stopped doing deadlines. Y'all are gonna get it when I was like, they're gonna get it when they get it. And I know that it's a good product. I'm never gonna put out anything that's shitty. I was like, if I ever get anything, people will text me and be like, okay, like my palette got delivered and this was cracked. I was like, okay, do you want me to refund you, or do you want me to replace it? I even called the manufacturer one day, because I was like, hey, there's scratches on the bottles. I was like, I don't want to sell these. I'm at an event. And they credited me all these things back. So I really care about it now. Like, this is, Karai Coskin is literally my kid. And I literally was going back and forth with myself these last couple of months about naming it Coskin, because I was like, I don't think they're going to understand. And I was like, no, you got this. I was like, I want to do a new logo. I want to do a new name. And I was like, I just want it to be me again. Mm-hmm. And so I literally will be up late at night, sending velvet pictures. I'm like, look at this. Do you like this flyer? Do you like this or whatever? And if it wasn't for them, I don't know what I would be doing with my career right now, because I was ready to give up. I was just like, look, this was fun while it lasted, but I'm going to have to figure some shit out. Yeah. And then they were just like, no. They was like, you're good at this. So they was like, continue. And I did. Thank you guys so much.
Shout out to Tay and Raul, because fuck.
Yeah. Tay and Raul, literally, I talk about Tay all the time, and Tay literally changed my life. I talk about her all the time. She literally changed my life.
Me too.
It was obviously she changed our lives. And when I met Tay, I just ended a toxic friendship of 5 or 6 years. I didn't want to be friends with nobody. I didn't want to talk to nobody. I was self-isolating. I was having a really hard time. I wanted to die. And I met this girl and like she gave me a reading and like I don't know, like it's just I literally like fell in love with Tay. Like literally our friendship. She's such a great person. She's literally like this light, you know, that you want in your life, and she wants to see you she wanted to see me win, and I was just like, I love this. And she was setting me up for success, so I'm so thankful for her. So shout out to Tay. Shout out to Raul for setting me up for success as well. I can't wait to conquer New York with him. So I'm so excited.
So I have two things to sort of like pull out of that and like just reinforce to our listeners. I think you did two like really important things. One, you hit a point where you took your mental health like super serious, like deadlines, being in toxic friendships, all of that takes a toll. I know a lot of people, they feel like they could be Superman, Superwoman, but you have to focus on like your mental psyche. Like it's, once that falls apart, literally everything is downhill. So, kudos to you, shout out to you for like seeing that, taking the time off, because a lot of people don't. A lot of people destroy themselves for that. So I want to applaud that. Y'all listen to like that story right there. Like y'all, if you need the time off, take the time off.
Please take the time. I had a job for 2 days and quit because I said, oh no. But once you realize that you have that power to control your space and you can control what it is that's stressing you out, it's okay to walk away from things if you're not feeling good.
Like literally, I think it was a quote from last week where you were like, don't stress about things you have no control over. Like you have control over what's going on around you and who you interact with and stuff like that. Like that's important. And that's something Tay also taught me. Shout out to you. Yeah. Again, if you're listening to this, I fucking love you because, bitch, like, honestly, like...
We fucking love you!
Yeah, like, that's something you really need to take into consideration. Like, the people that you let into your space, the people that, like, if they're being negative with you, that's draining you. And in return, yes, and in return, it's making shit worse for yourself and for the other people around you that aren't in that negative space, like, et cetera, et cetera. You know what I mean? Like, it's all one big circle.
It is. It really is. Like you said, energy is transferable. So like if you're the person that's spreading the energy but like not reciprocating the energy, like I understand like some people are like, well, I don't do it to get the energy back. No, like still you can't be the only battery when there's supposed to be multiple batteries. Yeah. Like you have to have like a support system, and when you have that support system, especially after being beaten down for so long.
You can't push yourself and try to push someone else at the same time.
Yeah. So definitely, like, if you don't have it, don't be afraid to search for it. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there, to network, go to random things. Me going to a Black Lives Matter rally.
God is here.
That got this circle together, and
Isn't it funny how stuff works.
So Muck luck. It's the silver lining of like unfortunate events. You can pull something great out of it. So it was out of an unfortunate event, but at the same time, I took the silver lining. I met some really dope ass friends. We started something great.
And y'all are doing great, by the way.
Thank you.
Amazing. Amazing. Y'all literally completing a season. Like, a lot of people start podcasts and just be like, and y'all have been consistent with it. So I'm really proud of y'all.
Thank you.
I've been watching, so I've been really proud of y'all. And
I think it's been very interesting watching your career grow from like outside looking in, because I wasn't like, we weren't as close in school or anything like that. Like we talked here and there. But it's just kind of like I would see you post about it and I would like share it because like any queer person in the industry, like I want to support.
In Pike County?
Yeah, especially coming from
Exactly.
like all bullshit aside, like any LGBT person who starts a company, no matter what it is, I try to like bring up and talk about it, especially it's from the same hometown. So like seeing your growth and like you taking it more and more seriously and like kind of fully committing to it, because like I've seen you even post as you took your break, like this isn't over. And you like
I was like, I'm taking a break.
Once you developed a following, that following saw you bring up the fact that you took time off of that because a part of your dream goal was having stable mental health.
That's super important.
Yeah, I talk about it. Like, I'll be like, hey, I'm taking a break. My mental health isn't good. And please, it can eat you up on the inside. Take a break if you need to. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where you work. It doesn't matter what you do. If you need a break, burnout's real. You can get stressed out. At one point, I was working 2 jobs over the summer. And I didn't even have the energy to hang out with my friends. I would literally go to their house and sleep. So please take a break. Your mental health is important. That's all.
It is. Like, it speaks wonders, especially to me. Like I won't go into it now, but like I've been in that predicament where like
minorities, I feel like minorities as well also don't really like to acknowledge mental health because my mom was like, depressed? Ain't nothing wrong with you. That's all in your head.
Pray. Let's pray on it.
Let's pray on it.
Oh my God.
Let's do this. I said, girl.
That's just the enemy.
I was like,
Yeah.
That's just the enemy tugging at your spirit. That's all that is.
I was like, I'm 14 years old and my best friend just passed. How am I going to cope with what do you mean? Oh, just life goes on. Just get over it, And
Just get over it.
Just get over literally.
They was like, oh, well, how do you know that you're depressed or whatever? I was like, okay, you're seeing a decline in my grades. You're just seeing all these things.
Little hints. But they're there.
I wonder.
But it's hard because, you get told, you just think that you got to be this strong person all the time and you just got to deal with your emotions on the side. And that was what I used to think was the okay thing to do.
It's toxic.
And
yeah.
No, if I'm sad, I'll literally be like, I'm sad today. And I'm not going nowhere. So
and I feel like that's something that Black people, we have to tackle. We have to tackle mental health. Black men, like, it's okay to talk about your feelings. Like, it's okay if you feel a certain type of way. Like, having the conversation is all right. Like, bunching it in, like, that's not okay. And then just men in general. Like, there's a long way. We have a long way to go. And, like, just me working on the show, like, I always hear things on the internet, talking to people, talking to women. They're like, men ain't shit, yada, yada, yada. And after doing a season of That's Unfortunate, y'all, we ain't shit, but let's change that narrative. Let's become better. Let's do better. Let's change the narratives. Let's do it.
Also, with everything that's going on in the world, please take care of your mental health.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've been looking. I told y'all, like, I had a whole breakdown 2 or 3 days ago because I just you can't escape it. Mm-hmm. Just because you want to break from it doesn't mean that you're not acknowledging what's happening in the world. But when you're a part of it, it can get to you. So
yeah. So we're gonna wrap this up for our season finale.
Whoa.
Oh wait.
No, I'm just saying whoa because the fact that it's like a season. I don't know.
Yeah. So
whoa.
I said, we are coming back better, stronger. I'm gonna be leveling up in the background with some production skills and everything. So you're gonna see some cool, some new things. Like I said, follow us on social media: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. If it doesn't go away or whatever's going on with TikTok.
Question mark.
But yeah, we're still gonna be answering questions. We're still gonna be posting. We're still gonna be just engaging with you guys. So we just want to hear from you. Before I let you guys go for season 1, you already know Mama Z got us with another quote. Another one. All right, y'all. You are your greatest motivator, your greatest influence, your greatest lover. Don't rely on anyone else to feed your soul the way you should be fucking feeding it.
Yes.
So take that like as it is. There's a lot that's in this that I know for me, I had to personally tell myself that I had to rise from the ashes. I had to want to become greater, and I had to pick myself out of depression. You can't depend on friends to do it. You can't depend on someone swooping down to save you out of it. You have to want it. And that worked for me. I hope it works for you. And I hope that you tune in for season 2.
Yes.
That's unfortunate. Karai, where can I find you?
Oh, you guys can find me on Instagram again at offkarai or of Karai, OFKARAI. You can also follow my business Instagram at Karai Coskin, KARAI COSKIN. I think I spelled that right, but if I didn't, I'm very sorry.
It's in the description.
If y'all have Hulu, watch The Handmaid's Tale, because that bitch that Trump is trying to get into the Supreme Court, she's got mad Handmaid's Tale vibes.
Yeah.
And not in a good way.
We don't need Gilead, please.
Much love, guys. We appreciate everything. Share the content, like the content, talk to us, be in the DMs, everything. Even my DMs, I take that back. I'm like,
wow.
I'm like, y'all, if you want to vent,
whoa,
I'm here for you. Here's the thing, I'm at the mental space where like,
okay, yeah.
I could talk to people. I can help people out.
message him.
Oh, so now Morgan's like, yeah, fuck y'all.
My DMs are filtered, but I do check them, so you guys can.
I can't even afford to get my own therapy. Like, y'all.
Yeah, and that's okay. It's unfortunate, but that's okay.
That's unfortunate.
And with that, we are out for another season. We will see you in season 2.
Yay.
Fall. Ooh.